Hello boys and girls, welcome back to DSF. My name is Logan and today we are at the exchange at 106 for the launch of the all-new BYD Sealion 7 here in Malaysia, the newest EV SUV offering and the EV that is very different from other EVs, right? This is the EV you want if you want an EV that doesn't behave like an EV. I'll explain in a second, but what do you get for the introductory price of 183,800 ringgit for the base spec premium variant and 199,800 ringgit for the top spec performance variant? Well, you get a very stylish design, first of all. Now, we're used to seeing these W as BYD calls it, but I think they should be called the twin U's because it's two U's, right? Not a W, but whatever. They call it the W design, we'll call it the W design headlights, which you're used to seeing on the BYD Seal, for example. And at first glance, if you look at this right from the front and you don't actually see the rear, you might be mistaken and think that this is in fact a BYD Seal, which is a very common mistake. So I won't fault you if you do make that very common mistake. Anyway, what else do you get? Your common L-shaped motif, common with the Ocean series of BYD models. You've got vents down here to cool your tires. You have all your cameras and whatnot, because this car comes with level 2 ADAS features and also supports SoC charging from 30 to 80% in just 32 minutes, which is wicked fast. You've also got vehicle to load. You've got a 12-speaker Dyna audio system on the inside with a karaoke app that you can download to turn your car into a mobile karaoke station so you can enjoy some music on the go. So other than that, we'll come along to the side. You've also got a frunk, by the way. I just would like to mention that in addition to the boot. So coming along to the side, that sums up the front, right? Along the side here, you will notice these nice big wheels with your twin two-color spoke design. And of course, these ride on 19 inches for the premium variant, and the top spec variant rides on 20-inch Michelin tires. You've also got a nice sharp design element here adding to the design. Nice chunky rear wing mirrors with your cameras here. Once again, level 2 ADAS. This is your NFC reader because this car can be used with an NFC card and also an NFC enabled smartphone in addition to the key fob. You've got pop-out door handles once again. Very common design these days, but I don't like it because there's just one more thing that could break. But I don't know, maybe you guys like it. You've also got a BYD logo printed on top of the door handle right here. That's a very nice design element. Nice, big, spacious profile along the side with a slightly tilting coupe roofline along the back. Some cladding here in case you want to take these tires off-road but not scratch your paint. By the way, this comes in 4 colors. You've got your Atlantis Grey, which is the bluish color. You've got Cosmos Black, self-explanatory. Aurora White, again self-explanatory. And this is the hero color, Shark Grey. This is a very nice color too, because it really does remind me of a great white shark in a way. You've also got 2 spoilers back here, one up here, one down here, along with your very familiar tail light. Once again, we've seen this on the BYD Seal already with the light bar that runs the length of the car and your BYD Build Your Dreams logo right here. Now, let me just show you the booth before we move to the inside of the car. So look at that. Can you appreciate just how massive this is? In addition to the frunk up at front as well, because again, this is an EV, so you got no engine underneath. So this is a very practical, very spacious family SUV. You've got even more storage down here where you could choose to store your EV chargers and whatnot as well, or you could store them in the frunk because quite frankly, why not? You've got a net here too and some hooks to tie down items as well. So this car is definitely way more practical than anybody would ever need it to be. So that sums up the exterior. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so inside the new BYD Sealion 07 here in Malaysia, you'll notice right off the bat, you've got a very unique steering wheel design that reminds me of a certain Korean brand, which I won't name, because you can't really call this a 3-spoke design. It's technically 4-spoke, right? But it is a 3-spoke design for all intents and purposes. You've also got a flat bottom steering wheel here, right? And this very nice shape here because it's not circular. Looks different, looks nice. You've got your very compact digital driver display right here with all the necessary information. Very good, very informative. But what's not compact is this central infotainment screen, which you can see here controls the ambient lighting in different zones. So I'm shifting the color at the back, and then now if I want to shift the color in the front, or I can also play with the brightness, then I can shift the color in the front to a different color, let's say green, or if I want to control the whole thing, I can do that too and make it more uniform. So once again, you've got a 12-speaker Dyna audio system with ambient lighting here for your karaoke mode and a camera right here to check the driver alertness You have a nice little rear view mirror right here, which folds downwards to reveal your lighting as well for the vanity mirror. Nice, unique design, frameless rear view mirror. You've got two chargers here in the center console, along with your aircon vents, which are tilted slightly at an angle, so I'm not sure how effective those will be at cooling. Nice crystal gear selector here. Very modern. Your start stop button right here, which is very different. Your media controls and whatnot, other buttons here. Two nice big cup holders and a very deep cubby space right here. You can see that goes actually very deep. Aside from that, you've got your quilted diamond stitching here on your leather with these very nice sport style seats that hold you very well in place. These are definitely added comfort here. And of course, there is two separate grab handles, one up here, one down here with your controls, and your door handle that you pull up to open. See that? There you go. You open the door handle just like that. Now, BYD claims that you have about 80% of the materials here being soft touch, right? But some of these don't feel so soft touch. But I will say that maybe around 80%, maybe not exactly 80%, but around 80%, somewhere that ballpark is soft touch materials. So let's conclude this video by checking out the back seats. Okay, so here in the back seat, you can see that the front seat is already set to my driving position, and I can sit back here and still have more than enough leg room and so much headroom right here, because even though there is a panoramic glass sunroof up here, it's covered, so it feels a bit dark in here when you want it to be. But when you don't want it to be, you've got these lights here. You've just opened the sunshade and let the light in. Why not? There's so many ways to make this car brighter in the back here if you want it. But if you like it dark, it can do that too. You've got your center armrest here with two more cup holders that have this elevated surface, so they will really hold your drinks in place. So you're never having to worry that your drinks might spill while driving, regardless of how hooliganish you may be driving. You've got more rear aircon vents back here, along with this little folding compartment that reveals two more USB chargers, Type A and Type C, so you can keep all your devices topped up. A cup holder right here in the door card, a flat floor which makes sitting three adults back here abreast rather comfortable-ish enough. If you're in the middle seat, it's not as comfortable, but it's definitely very doable, and there's more than enough space, because you'll see that if I'm just sat pretty normally in the middle, there's still space for the two outer seats as well. So this is very spacious and very practical. Just what you would expect from a family SUV. So once again, with a starting price of 183,800 ringgit going up to 199,800 ringgit for the top spec performance variant, do you think the BYD Sealion 7 is the next EV SUV for you?